Good morning, good morning, good morrow. Today is the day that it happens. The most historic debate known to mankind between Kamala Harris, the most historic candidate of historic candidates can be, standing 5'4", against Donald Trump, who probably feels like 7'7". What will Kamala Harris do in this debate? But first, let's have a little moment and think about James Earl Jones and bring us all together and have a little song. How about that? My father, my best friend, once gave me back the ball that went over the fence and allowed my friends to keep playing baseball. And so I didn't get beat up by my dad because I stole my dad's Babe Ruth ball. These are all facts.
Can you see by the dawn's early light?
Good morning.
But so proudly we
Big
hail
debate today.
at the twilight's last gleaming.
Big debate.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
I remember.
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof.
Could you imagine him in a presidential debate?
That our flag was still there. Oh, say, can that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah. Can you imagine being born with this voice? You just know you're bound for being a speaker. God, what a gift. A gift from God. Democrats everywhere are freaking out about this debate tonight because they know down deep inside that Kamala Harris isn't the most historic, most amazing, most incredible candidate known to mankind. They know exactly what she is. She's an absolute joke, and I can't, she's not to be taken seriously. I mean, let's just look at this video right here. This is her showing that she is all about rubbing her ball.
I feel that the future is bright and that we will have a new president who will be elected, and she will lead the nation with integrity and with a sense of fairness and justice, and she will be me.
You ain't black. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
And then we have this one right here. This one was being shared around over the weekend everywhere. It's literally something out of Jerry Seinfeld skit. Boom, 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 boom. The credit scene, go.
So you know how those lids on the Starbucks cups, they're white, right?
Yeah.
And so if you wear lipstick,
Uh-huh.
they get all over the lid. And so then I find myself in meetings if I'm the only woman, and that's kind of, and so I keep taking the lid off and
Right.
having my cup out so that I don't have that big lipstick mark on the lid. So I said, can we do something about the color of the lid?
Yeah. Literally funnier than Amy Schumer. Them's the facts, libtards, get over it. She's incredible. What will the debate be like tonight? It will be exactly how you think, but it won't be exactly how libtards think. They all think that Donald Trump's going to come out swinging. He's going to talk about how black or unblack she is. The only people that are going to be asking questions about, is she half black or quarter black or whatever, are going to be the press. They're going to ask Donald Trump like that, questions about that nonstop, because their whole play is to disrupt him, to put a bump in the system, to ruin the debate for him, because they know deep down inside that Kamala Harris is not going to look good on stage. Anytime this woman has a mic in her hand, she is bound to say something absolutely ridiculous. Anytime there's some kind of social anxiety or social pressure, she folds. anytime there is any kind of pressing of you changed your policy position over this and this and this, why did you do that? I grew, I changed. All Donald Trump has to do tonight is talk about the economy. That's it. If you just talk about the economy and then you say every time she has an economic position that is positive in any regard, you say, well, why didn't you do that the last 4 years? Oh, she's not president. It doesn't matter. You keep that in people's mind. She is going to talk about January 6th. She is going to talk about him being a felon. That is the hope. Those are the two things. There's reports that she is debating a fake Donald Trump impersonator right now, or somebody that resembles him so she gets the feel of it. I hope we have some awkward moments tonight. I hope we have incredible moments tonight. I don't think it's going to change anybody's mind, of course, with these debates. Maybe. Okay, I'll say maybe. But I think America has already made the decision. Do you want what we've had the last 4 years, or do you want something new? Or do you want what we had 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when the economy felt better? Statistically, if you just look at it, people could afford homes. Inflation wasn't so incredibly high. Gas was incredibly much lower than I've ever seen in my adult life since I was like a high schooler. Things were better off. And so you just keep that in people's mind. Do you remember what it was like before the pandemic? Because she's going to talk about the pandemic, but even though more people have died under Joe Biden. So it was, keep the economic policy positions. They're going to try to differ between each other of what is, whose approach is the best. She's been typically just copying Trump on everything that he believes in right now. What are her policy positions? Why does she refuse to put out policy positions on her website? These are easy W's. I hope he just leans into them. I think he's going to be much more subdued. Everyone on the left thinks he's going to come out swinging and say really provocative things. I don't think that's the Donald Trump we have today. You have a much more subdued man. You have a man that is gathering up Democrats, a part of his cabinet. It's a different Donald Trump. And there are many on the right that don't like it because he's not fighting like he used to, but he is much more subdued. The stakes, and this is like the biggest cope of all time. Look, it's not just Harris and Trump who have a lot of stakes on Tuesday. ABC News does too. Yeah, you have a huge stake in the matter. You have to make sure Kamala Harris looks equally as bad as Donald Trump. These people are so worried about their own media companies making their candidate not look bad. That's all they care about. They care about winning. I am excited about tonight. We will be live streaming tonight. So come by, hang out, have a good time, and we're going to have fun. We're going to watch the debate. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. Hopefully we have some good moments that we'll never forget. And together, we'll always remember James Earl Jones as the voice of a generation. One more time as an outro.
All say, can you see, by the dawn's early light,
Love you, Bill.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Epic.
through the perilous fight
Let's go.
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, can that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Yeah.
and the home of the brave?
What a different time, right? Nobody was complaining that there wasn't a single Hispanic person on in the choir. Nobody cared that it was a black man giving this speech. No, but like we were just all unified and had a good time. And we didn't think about race every 5 seconds of our life. So we weren't all stressed out. We were just wondering if you were a good person or not. Oh, how I miss those times. Thanks, leftards.